Welcome back from the break. I hope that you had time to move away from your screen and have something to eat, and we're pleased that you're back with us now. Before we head into our next session, Daan Mackel is back with us. For anyone who didn't meet Daan this morning, he's a moderator, a social worker, a trained educator and a juggler. And he's going to take us through a short session to help us focus our mind and to coordinate both sides of our brain. Welcome, Daan.
Hey, thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new session for waking up your mind and also to reset your mind to start good and continue this conference. So in the beginning, I did some exercises which collab to both of our brain sides. This time we're going to just have fun with our body. So moving our fingers, our hands, our palms and our arms. The first thing I want to do with you is just that you relax your arms. Maybe you stand up from your desk. Maybe you just step ahead, go a few steps back so you have a little bit of space. And if you're standing, everything could circulate much better. You can breathe better, you can move better. If you feel comfortable doing everything while sitting, please go ahead, feel free also just to sit. So what I want you to do is take both of your hands and you open your fingers and you put your hands in front of you like this. Now we just move the thumb of one hand up and down, and now the other one. Now both at the same time. Now one after each other. Now we go with one hand a little bit higher as the other one. We cross both hands and now we turn the hands down so the thumbs are downwards, and you come to this position where every finger comes with the next finger from the other hand. And we resolve this problem and this puzzle by counting on 3. It makes 1, 2, 3. So if you are stuck now in a problem, no problem. I will share with you how it is going to work at the end of this session. So first we're going to do just a little bit of movement of my hands, as I said. And beginning, I want that you push your hands outside like this. And if you come inside to your chest, you make 2 fists and you just go with the fists onto your chest. So you make open hands, going back to chest, hands, chest, hands, chest, hands, chest. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Perfect. Now we switch. So in front you have the fists, and if you come to your chest, you just open your hands and you come back out with the fists to the hands, fist, chest, open hands. 5 more times. It makes 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So what we want to do now is to activate both of our brain sides. So we switch. Always if you are in front with your hand, it's an open hand. At the same time, you have your chest and the fist here, and then you switch these sides. So open hand, the fist go to the chest. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now we switch even these movements. So always if you are in front, you make the fists. Always when you are at chest, you open your hand and you do it exactly into the opposite side. So always fist in front, fist in front, fist in front. Exactly. Maybe this one is a bit harder than the other one normally, but that's great. That's what we want. We want you to activate all your brain, both sides, and connecting them with your body. So well done. And everything I'll do with you, you can always do it like in your rhythm and in your speed. You don't need to make it as fast as I'll do. Just take your time and try out. The most important thing is that we all have fun in this. For the next exercise, I want you just to open one hand and we clap inside the hand. And now try as fast as possible clapping your hands. Do this for 15 seconds. Keep your finger loose, relax. And normally you have like a dominant side and a non-dominant side. So if we switch now our hands and you do it with your non-dominant hand, it should take like 5 seconds and you really feel that your arm getting harder at the non-dominant side, which is completely normal. So try it out. Try just to make it as well, like 15 seconds with your non-dominant hand on the other side. Great. Next thing we do, take your favorite hand, we clap once with our palm and once with the back of our fingers. So we just switch. You can do it in your speed, you can do it faster, can try to get as fast as you can with it. As well, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 1. And exactly also with the other side, with your non-dominant hand. And you should have like the same feeling. You can't go quite that fast with your non-dominant hand as with your dominant hand. Me neither. And you will feel it. You feel it in your wrists and in your arms. But that's great. Next movement, we start here with our hands palm down. Back of the hand looks upwards, and we're just trying to circulate 2 lying 8s. And just try not to relax on your wrists. So don't give too much energy into your fingertips. Just let them loose. So you're drawing 2 lying 8s. Perfect. What we want to do now is one hand stays like this, but the other one turns palm upwards. So we have this motion, which is still both lying 8s. But in this lying motion, one hand in the opposite way as the other one. So now there's the point where it gets tricky. What we want to do now is we continue this movement with one hand, but with the other hand, we only do the switch every second time. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and the other one only goes at the ones. So one is double fast as the other one. You always go 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and always just switch your hand in the half time of the other one. Okay, for sure, you know it already. We do it also with the other hand. So switch here, and always take 1, 2. So double the speed of one hand as the other one goes just one by one. Yeah, great. Please let me know. How does it feel? Is it hard? Is it too easy for you? We'll find out, definitely reading all your comments. I really love them, enjoy them. So the next is a little bit like more a rhythm thing. What I want you to do in this exercise is that you take whatever, one of your favorite hands, maybe your right, and you put them on top, and if you can snip like this, if not, just go up and down. So I do it with a snip, I clip up and down, up and down, up and down. Perfect. While doing this, continue this. We're just waving and smiling with the other hand. But continue. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Perfect. Next one. Take the other hand and we count to 3. So it's up, it's to the side, and down. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you already know what is coming, no? With the other hand, we are waving. If you can smile, smile. If not, it's okay. And try just to don't think on your waving hand. It's just moving while you do the 3 steps. Perfect. If this is good and you really want to impress next time you meet somebody, you can do both hands simultaneously at the same time. So the left hand goes up, down, and the right goes up, side, down. So it starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'm quite fast, but I trained it. So for me, it's not the first time. If it's your first time, we can go through because it's like 6 steps. The first step is both hands are above, which is easy. 1. The second step, one hand is down while the other one is going to the outside. I call this an L, but on the wrong side, so the lying L. Then the right hand goes down, the left hand goes up. It's this one, it's number 3. And number 4 is super easy as it's only a switch. Swap both hands. This is number 4. Number 5 is the opposite. This is a real L, it's not lying down. And number 6 is the opposite of number 1, which means both are back down. Which number 1, both up. Number 2, L, but the wrong way. Number 3, number 4 is only the zip to change, zip. And then we go back there to the right and both down. One last time. Makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you did it. You managed it. And if not, it's not that far. Just try it out, take your time. You can even draw it on a paper, and you just go with your finger and do the same movement. So your brain gets used to these movements, and then you can for sure learn that as well. Okay, next one, we're going to be a little bit harder. Maybe you know this one. I call this the rabbit, which is our rabbit. And we have the gun. So the gun is chasing the rabbit. And I want you to switch both of those at the same time. So we switch and we switch. But this time we add a movement. So here the gun is always chasing the rabbit. And with the movement, you can switch. Also here, take your time. You don't need to do it that fast. You can do it also slowly. And after a while, for sure, you're getting faster. Okay, check out your hands, just a little bit relax. And I want you to take both of your hands facing together and open your fingers, which is really important for this exercise. And now I want you to have your hands as high that your thumbs are in the same height as your nose, more or less. Give it a little bit of nice pressure and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, in the second movement, we open the fingers like this. And the last movement is we turn everything to the inside. So our fingertips are pointing to our chest. Then we're going back to number 2 and back to number 1. Okay, and then we try to combine this one always with the breathing. So we breathe in when we open the fingers. We breathe out when we're turning them. We breathe in, position number 2, and breathe out, position number 1. Again. Last time. In, out, in, and out. Great. Maybe we need to turn your wrist a little bit like me, just getting relaxed and comfy. So last one I want to share with you is really tricky, and it took me some while, but still I want to share. And we go with like small steps. Imagine you have 2 squares in front of you, and we are painting them. You can paint them only like with your pointers. What I also like to do is just to give them like an accent, and you just go on the outline. So it's 1, 2, 3 for this rectangular, and just design this rectangular like this. So now we are always mirroring. So in the middle, we're going outside on both hands at the same time, we're going down at the same time, going in the same time, going up the same time. Now I want you to imagine that you will draw it, but this time both draw it in the same direction. So as we start on the corner, we're going up, we're going over, down, back, up, over, down, back, up, over, down. Perfect. Now we switch shape. We're going for triangles. The first triangles are exactly mirrored again. So just draw them into the air. Maybe give them an accent, or you can just like draw them with your fingers as you wish. 1, 2, 3. Last one. And the same now, we are drawing them in the same direction. So both are drawing the triangles in the same direction. Really nice, really good. And now comes the hardest part. I want you with one hand to go through the square. Simultaneously on the other side, we go with the triangle. So if you just want to draw them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 steps and you're back on the same. One last time. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I practiced only just by drawing it on the paper. And when I was listening to a podcast or watching TV, I just draw the lines and follow them with my fingers. And so my body automatically learned all the movements without me even thinking on it. And this is the best point in all those tricks and exercises, that your body learns it before even your brain maybe understood it. So there was one last thing I wanted to share with you. What was that with the hands and coming out? Crossover. So it's really easy. I tricked you. So as I said to you, just to put your hands like this and giving with one hand up to the other, we cross it. And normally for everyone, we want to turn both of our thumbs opposite direction. You are stuck here, you can't come out. So what I did, and I tricked you, was I go over, but now both thumbs are going the same direction, pointing downwards. And when I come then back to my fingers, I just can open them because they were never across. I hope I could give you some new advices, maybe some energizing focus or exercises, which just make fun and you can show to your kids. So enjoy the rest of the Congress and thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Dan. I hope people enjoyed that. I definitely have some practice on my left and right brain movements, but the only way is up, I think.